Hello everyone. In this video, we will see what are the modules and packages in Python. So let's go ahead. See, till now we have created all the programs where we have written the logic in a single file. But in real life, we had to create the project where there are hundreds of files. Now, how to segregate the logic across the file and how to import the code from one file to another file. To resolve that issue, we had the concept of packages and modules in the Python. So suppose we are creating one large program where we had to calculate the area, perimeter, circumferences, and all for the different type of shapes. To consider this scenario, we can create one package that called the shape, and inside we can create the sub packages like circle, rectangle, triangle, squares, and all those. For time being, we can assume that we are going to use the two sub packages, circle and rectangle. Now remember one thing, in the to implement the packages and sub packages, we have to create the one init file that called the underscore underscore init underscore underscore file. That this file is useful to implement some of the initialization logic. For the time being, we will create the empty files. Now suppose under the circle we have to implement the functionality to calculate the area and circumferences, and under the rectangle we have to create the functionality to calculate the perimeter and the area. So you can see here we have even higher level architecture here. So basically we will create the one package shape. Under that we will create the sub package circle rectangle, and inside the circle we will create two Python file that we call the module called the circumferences and the area. Similarly, under the rectangle, we will create the file perimeter and area. So remember, the file's name can be same across the two different packages or sub packages. Let's go wide and see how can we implement them. So you can see here, I have created one folder called the shape. Remember one thing, in the Python, the package's name and the sub package's name normally start with the capital letter. So inside the shape, we I have created two folder which is basically for the sub packages. They call the circle and rectangle. And inside the shape, I created one empty file that called the underscore underscore init.py file. Now let's go wide, and you can see here in the circle I have created again one init empty file. So under the area module, we have created a function circle underscore area, which basically return the area of circle, that the pi r square. Now moving ahead, we have this another module, the circumference, which basically return the circumferences of circle, that is the 2 pi r. Now under the rectangle subpackage, again we have the file, the init.py, which is empty at this moment. Now under the area module, we are creating the function which will return the area of rectangle, that is the x into y, where the x and y are the length and breadth. So similarly, under the perimeter, we are returning the perimeter of rectangle, that is the 2 into length plus breadth. So you can see here, using the packages and modules, we have segregated our logic into the different files, and it is easy to make any changes in the future. Now let's go ahead and see how we can use these modules and packages in our code. Now suppose in my program I want to calculate the area of circle. To do that, I can say something like import shape dot circle dot area, and I will say something, let's say radius equal to 5, y equal to the dot circle area and radius. Print y. Now let me run this program. You can see here we are able to get the area of circle, and we are actually using the modules which are present inside the circle package. Also remember one thing here, instead of writing all the shaped or circular area, we can use the a substitute. So we can say something like import shaped or circle in there are area h circle, and now instead of all this we can say something like circle dot circle area. Now if I run this program, you can see here I'm getting the same thing. Similarly, I can say something like rectangle dot rectangle, and here I will say length equal to 8, breadth equal to 9, rectangle area equal to rectangle dot area, length, breadth. Print rectangle area, and let's see. You can see here we are able to print the area of both rectangle and circle, and we have divide the our code across the different file which will be easy to distribute and reuse. So suppose in the future if you are creating one more Python project, you can easily import this file and you can reuse this functionality. So hopefully you guys have got the basic understanding of packages and modules in Python. That's all in this video. Thanks to everyone.